Good morning, good morning. I am Trooper Steve, your traffic safety expert here at WKMG News 6, and we are streaming live on a Tuesday, October 15th, inside of Results 1. Man, Tuesday. So, I'm a little casual right now, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm having a situation at my house with one of my dogs. So, right after the morning show, that's why I was mobile with my cut-ins. I took off as fast as I could, legally, got back home, because my big girl, Teresa, my big dog, you guys know her, her tummy's not doing too well. And because of that, there are consequences that follow. And as the human, as the person who takes care of her, I've got to clean up. So, I don't do that kind of stuff, meaning like it just doesn't do well with me. Of course I'm going to clean it up, but I do not react well. So I had to roll the sleeves up, take the tie off, and kind of get that area at my house cleaned up a little bit. But we are out here addressing concerns over at 436 and Aloma. So that is State Road 436, also known as Cimarron, and Aloma Avenue. Very unique situation out here because this is right at the county line. Right at the county line. And I'm going to pull my email up because I want to read specifically what the viewer had sent out. If you travel out here at all, you know that when you travel east and westbound, it's mostly all small businesses, some shops, and then half of it's Winter Park, the other is unincorporated Orange County. But 436 along Aloma is the largest intersection out here. Now, my email's taking forever, so we use my phone to pull up my email so I could read this email to you guys. There it goes. Because I like to get the information straight from the source who sent us out here. So, in the email, it says, long time traffic problem, Lisa H is sending me this. Long time traffic problem at the corner of 436 and Aloma in Winter Park. Kind of Winter Park. People continuously making illegal U-turns in front of Georgetown Estates subdivision. Georgetown Estates subdivision. All right. So while we're out here, we'll explore a little bit. We'll go find where Georgetown Estate's at. But first, you guys want to see what a viewer sent me? It is amazing. Look at these socks, guys. Those are my dogs. So this is the one currently who's not feeling too well. That's my girl, Teresa. That's Margaret down at the bottom. She's anything, but this is my trauma dog. Everything bothers her. If she was in this truck, I bet you traffic would probably bother her. But it's all good. So let's head out and let's check this out. And we'll stream the drive. So again, we're going to pull out to Aloma here. I'm going to let traffic kind of cruise by for a second first before we pull out. Let this batch of traffic go. It's always good because then we can observe the traffic and see if they're paying attention to what's going on out here as we kind of address our problems. So, well, not my problem, your problem. So, we'll pull out here in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, so we are now westbound on Aloma, right travel lane. First thing we're going to do is take some observations. There are a lot of left turns. Here's Georgetown Estates right here. Let's pull into Georgetown real quick so we can see what's going on. So nice, simple residential community here. And this is where our viewer lives who sent the message. But kind of old school Orange County. I love houses like this. Again, this is the Georgetown Estates property that is located in the northeast corner of 436 and Aloma. A lot of those unique ranch style homes, things like that. Not very many cookie cutter homes out in this area. Cookie cutter homes are those new development homes where every other house looks like the same chocolate chip cookie. You know what I'm talking about. But as we pull out here of Georgetown Estates, let's see what we see. All right, first and foremost, it's a right turn only with a stop sign. So we're going to stop right here at the stop sign, but obviously I can't see my obstruction. So we'll pull up a little bit after we've completed the stop and see, we notice traffic's coming. So we're going to wait a second and wait for traffic to kind of clear out, and then we'll go ahead and pull out. But again, we're going to pull out to westbound Aloma Avenue and just do some observations of what's going on. Very busy area in the morning. Heck, this area tends to stay rather busy throughout the day. It's a great cut through from Winter Park over towards 417 if you're not trying to maybe take the 408 or avoid a toll road. Aloma is always a great option. So the closer you get towards 436 here, it splits. You get 2 left turn lanes, 2 straight lanes, and 1 right dedicated turn lane. We're going to move into this left lane because I plan on making a U-turn at some point. The light is red. Oh, and look who is out here. Orange County Motors. Oh, talk about a problem intersection, and they are out here enforcing. My man. For those that don't know, I spent 3 years full-time with the Florida Highway Patrol motorcycle unit, and the best 3 years of my career. I say that because I got to sit on a Harley Davidson, take it home, gas paid for, and it had red and blue lights. Come on. So it's pretty amazing. See how easy it is for motorcycle units to conduct traffic enforcement? On a bike, sitting in the median with no obstructions, can bounce out wherever he wants, which always makes really good. But that just shows you, I'm going to tell you flat out, if this intersection had 0 complaints, that guy wouldn't be here. Period. The fact that an Orange County Sheriff's Office motorcycle unit is sitting at this intersection lets me know there have been complaints about this intersection. So not only am I here, but there's enforcement taking place out here as well. I don't know what exactly he's looking for. Might be seatbelts, not sure. But it would be interesting to watch him take off after somebody. So what I might do is flip a Yui, well, we have to, and then go sit in the BP and we can watch and see what he does. But let's continue westbound here on 436, westbound on Aloma, State Road 426, and we'll pull a Yui, observe some signage and things like that. But that is reassuring, my friends, reassuring. A left lane facing westbound on Aloma at the intersection of Cimarron, State Road 436, getting ready to go through the intersection. We're out here because people are complaining about drivers making U-turns where it says no U-turns. So we've only seen one of those in the westbound area. We're going to flip a Yui, and then you're going to see it in the other area, which would be eastbound there. So let's go through the intersection. Crossed it. Nice and smooth. Dedicated left turn lane. We're going to move right into this. I always have to make these wide. Wide U-turn. Get ready for it. And I got it. All right. No sign telling me I could not, so that was a legal U-turn. And we'll continue through the intersection out here. And for those of you streaming right now, thanks for joining on YouTube, clickorlando.com, the News 6 app, and wherever you get WKMG. You can see motor officers sitting at the intersection over there, center of the intersection, and here at Aloma and 436, this guy right next to me putting his seatbelt on so fast. Hey, it should have been on already. It should have been on. So far, we haven't seen any flagrant violations of any traffic laws, but we are here to observe and to educate a little bit. So as you're facing eastbound now at Aloma at 436, you got to pay attention to the signs. You get 2 left turn lanes, which each lane gets a dedicated traffic light, 2 through lanes, each lane gets a dedicated traffic light, and a right turn lane, which has a digital changing sign. That big black box at the top of the right side of the light kind of wire there says right turn yield to U-turn currently. So if you're making that right turn and someone wanted to make a U-turn out there, you have to stop to them. Now the sign has shut off, meaning it's a normal stop on red, then you can make the right. Now it indicates no right on red, meaning drivers must stop and wait until that light has completely cleared out. This is a digital changing sign. It changes based on the circumstances of the traffic pattern that is occurring out here. And yeah, you got to be paying attention, because the two cars in front of you might have had access to go through, but it could change for you, and then you're going to have to wait and hold it. You guys hear that music? Man, someone is loving their saxophone. Listen, hold on. Even though I don't mind those jams, I still shouldn't be able to hear you from 3 cars away. All right? So there's the deputy sitting in the intersection out here, just writing those tickets. So be careful. So here is that sign. I'm going to slow down just a little bit. Left side of the roadway, pulling into the Georgetown Estates, it says, no U-turn. U-turn, not allowed. And yet we have drivers making U-turns out there. So that is the main source of the issue. Haven't seen anybody do it. But if you're out here, there's also a lot of construction in and out of the area. This building up to my right now being constructed from scratch, meaning there's a lot of utility vehicles around. 436 is very busy, but Aloma being a cut-through road, when you come over this side, a little further east towards Eastbrook, Forsyth, and Goldenrod, you have to be 100% on your game. 3 traffic lights within almost a couple hundred feet of each other, really, truly controlling some of the traffic for those small businesses that are within that area. Meaning, one light might be green. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? This is 2 clowns. 2 clowns for the price of 1. What are we doing? This is the issue. You should not come out into traffic when you're driving a big van like that and then think that you can just hold up the rest, because then you're obstructing the view of someone else. That was 1 clown given to 2 people. My goodness. See how fat? This is me on the normal, guys. This is me. But once I exit the vehicle, I become a professional individual. As so should you. But I know all of you guys are like in the car going, what the honk right now? What the honk? And that's why we use that term. All right, we're going to cross through Goldenrod, and then we're going to go west one more time just to take a quick little visual through it. We saw a few no U-turn signs. There is enforcement taking place out at that intersection right now. So many times you guys are like, man, I wish they would get enforcement, come out here and do enforcement. In the year and change that we have now been doing this, this was the very first time that we went to an intersection that viewers of News 6 were complaining about. And when we showed up, there was actually law enforcement conducting traffic enforcement at that intersection. I think we're on to something, guys. Well, I think you guys are on to something. All right, so we're back westbound now on Aloma, passing intersection of Seminole Avenue. So 95% of Aloma Avenue is in Orange County. There's like a touch of it way east that does slightly cross into Seminole, but for the most part, this is unincorporated Orange County. What are we seeing a lot of? A lot of pedestrian crossings. A lot of guys on a scooter like right here. I'm glad he looked, or that would not have been fun. But a lot of pedestrian crossings, marked, lit, yield of crossings, which is I'm always in favor of. But here, this is where those 2 double traffic lights here really got to pay attention, because sometimes they do not change in sync depending on what other traffic is happening. For example, right here on Eastbrook, right? So you have to be careful. As you're traveling east, what are we seeing? West. What are we seeing? A lot of residential side on the north side of the neighborhood. So that's why a majority of the no U-turn signs are placed because there's not enough space to conduct the U-turn without obstructing the entrance to a neighborhood. Like, this is the main complaint right here at Coach Light, where the entrance to Georgetown is. So we're going to make a left here, go south. Maybe we can chat with him while he's sitting here. Not sure. Looks like the light is going to stay green from us. There's that motor deputy just hanging out right there. Actually, it's going to stop. So we're going to have a quick chat with him. What are you out here riding? What are you riding? Seatbelts?
Friggin' complaint for the light.
Ah, so that's why I'm here.
Oh, is it?
A viewer down in Georgetown, the estate's right over here, they had emailed me and they're like, hey, no one stops for anything over here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like...
They're all stopping for the friggin' right turn, but they're about going for the damn U-turn.
Ah.
Yeah, I guess they don't understand it. Hey, U-turn on green. Okay.
The brain seizes up. It's like, wait, I could do that kind of thing?
This is the second time we've been out here this month.
Really?
So far,
Zero?
I'm just like...
I saw you there and I was like, well, if he's here, maybe the complaint has some validity to it. But
they pop it out here probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a year.
okay.
Just because.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's typical complaint.
Right. Good to be seen, though, I guess. Dude, I remember I spent 3 years on the bike.
Yeah.
I remember that. So.
You know, I'd much rather work a viable complaint all day.
Right.
Sit here just like...
But hey, at least whoever complained, they see you out here.
No, they won't. They'll be at home sleeping.
They're home sleeping, probably.
Or they're home watching TV. And
Or-
they'll come out and it'll be like...
Or the person who's complaining is the person that gets pulled over.
Exactly. Yeah.
It happens.
They're like the HOA shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Off duty for the off duty of the HOA.
And then you stop the HOA person.
Hey, you're on the board, right? Yeah, okay.
Right.
There you go.
This is why I'm here. Be safe, man.
Take care of yourself.
You
Yeah.
too. So you guys see, it's like they get the complaints over and over again, and then they have to come out. But when they come out, like he just said, sometimes they're encountering people who are the ones making the actual complaint. So you got to be careful with stuff like that. But the deputy said this is the second time in a month that they have been out here staged to be visible and to conduct enforcement. I'm all about it. I think traffic enforcement should be the primary concern of any law enforcement agency at all. Why do I say that? Because with high visibility, with high contact, I'm not necessarily saying everybody needs a ticket. What I'm saying is that everybody, when they see you and there's a presence, the criminal element goes away. The clown traffic actions go away. And then we have a reduction in crashes. We have a reduction in speeders. And overall, this is my opinion, overall, the community gets their community back. Now, is it always the best process when that enforcement is taking place? Absolutely not. Because people end up on the receiving end of law enforcement. But you have to make an example of a few folks. And I say this not from a news perspective, I say it from a law enforcement perspective. And some people are like, man, Steve, you offer your opinion a lot. Well, my opinion is based off of training and experience within this community that I report on. If I have, for example, University of Central Florida, if they were to truly utilize their jurisdiction, which is 1,000 feet from any UCF property, the police department has jurisdiction. Can you imagine if they created an aggressive, hear me out, an aggressive traffic enforcement unit for the university and utilized those men and women within their jurisdiction, what that would do to Alafaya or 434? It would reshape pedestrian safety out there. But I'm talking zero tolerance. And you get out there, you set the example, you make it clear, zero tolerance. over time, behavior will change. So guys, I appreciate you joining me out here today. 436 Aloma, kind of crazy intersection. One of the largest along Aloma there. And today we got to see firsthand that it is being enforced out there. Complaints are coming into our local law enforcement agency, the Orange County Sheriff's Office, and they're taking action. Visible action right here at the intersection. So guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Please keep it safe. Have a blessed day. Make sure you are always paying attention to signage, because it is what's telling you that is occurring. You come to a traffic light, make sure you are making a complete stop on red, no matter the situation, and always look for those changing traffic lights, meaning sometimes you can make the right, sometimes you can't. Everybody, you guys have a safe and blessed Tuesday. I'll catch you guys in the morning.